Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I got a super cool one for you guys. It's gonna be episode 1 of bike battles. This is gonna be a series in which I take two bikes that are super similar and I compare them, and then I give you guys my opinion on which bike is for which rider. So it should be a good one. Sorry for my voice if it's a little bit deeper, my allergies have been crazy lately, but yeah, you guys stay tuned, it should be a good one. The two bikes that I'm going to be comparing today is my Trek Fuel EX 9.8 and my brother's Trek Remedy 9.8. These bikes are pretty similar overall, but I'm going to be breaking them down in the finer details in a few different categories, including cornering, tech, jumping, climbing, and then just overall value and fun. The first category up is cornering, and the main difference between both of these bikes is that the Trek Remedy 9.8 has 27.5-inch wheels, so it's going to feel a little bit better in those tighter corners. But when it comes to wide open berms that are a little bit less steep, I think that actually the 29ers on the Trek Fuel EX actually helps a lot. So both these bikes corner pretty well, but I'd say I'm going to give the edge to the Trek Remedy in this category. I'm going to give the Trek Fuel EX a 9, and I'm going to give the Remedy a 9.5. Now we come to tech, and the Trek Remedy has 20 more millimeters of travel than the Fuel, but it's not that simple. Because of the Fuel having 29-inch wheels, it's a little bit easier to roll over stuff when you're going downhill really fast, but the Remedy just is so much more superior on tight and very steep downhills. The only thing that the Fuel really does better is just chattery terrain where it can just roll over so much faster, but overall, with the Fox 38 being equipped on the Remedy, it just crushes downhill a little bit better than the Fuel's 36. But I'm going to give the Fuel an 8 in this category, and the Remedy is going to top that with a 9. It does really well on downhill, and so does the Fuel, but both these bikes are not a bad choice for downhill. They're both very confidence inspiring, and they're definitely a good option. We've come to jumping, and this is a category that means a lot to me because this is what I do all the time. So both bikes, I'm just going to flat out say they both jump great. They both are stable enough, but they can also be flicked around if you want to do that. But the main difference between the two is that you're once again coming down to the wheel size. With those quick, tight lips, it's going to be a little bit easier on the Remedy, but also you have a lot more travel. So it's pretty weird because both these bikes have some pros and cons with them, but they both just jump great overall. But if I could only pick one of them, it would have to be the Remedy, just because you can flick it around a little bit easier than the Fuel. The Fuel is a little bit more stable, but the Remedy is just so easy to flick around that it wins in my book. So I'm going to be giving the Remedy a 9.5, and then the Fuel is going to get a 9 once again. The next topic is climbing, and this one is a no-brainer. Unfortunately, the Remedy is not the best climber, so the Fuel is going to win this one by a landslide. The Fuel climbs so well for a full suspension bike that can basically do anything. It almost climbs like a cross-country bike. The Fuel can easily go on a super long day out in the backcountry and have no problems doing tons of climbing. So the Fuel is going to win here, and it's going to take a 10, and the Remedy is going to have a 7.5. Now we get to the value of these bikes. Their parts are very similar and their prices are very similar. The Trek Fuel EX comes in at just around $6,000, and then the Remedy comes in at $6,400. So you're going to be paying a little bit more with the Remedy, but you're getting an upgrade in the brakes from Codars, whereas the Fuel has G2 RS guide brakes. And then you're also getting an upgrade in the fork and shock. So you have a 38 in the front and then an X in the back. So that's going to be what you're going to be getting on the upgrade side of things for the Remedy, but everything else is the same. And then now for the fun factor, I always have a blast anytime I ride one of these two bikes. You really can't go wrong with either. They have subtle differences, but they definitely ride pretty different on the trail. They're definitely a lot of fun. I hope this video helped you get a guide to these two bikes and their differences. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe. Peace out.